Dear students, Sairam. In our last class, we have seen one of the main branches of business activities, that is industry. Under industries, there are three important types: primary industries, secondary industries, and tertiary industries. Primary industries are directly related to the nature, and we remove the resources from the nature itself. There we have two important types of industries. One is extractive, another one is genetic. One is related to plants, another one is related to animals. Like that only, manufacturing and construction are the two types of secondary industries, which is the second type of industries. First type primary, second type is secondary. Under that, one side we see manufacturing, another side we see construction industries, and third type is tertiary industries, that is ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಸಹಾಯಕ ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ by tertiary sector. So in total, all these are important because it provides employment, it provides goods and services at right quantity, right quality, right time. They provide goods and services. Like that only, it is a source of income for our nation. So likewise, we see industry as a whole. Like that only, we see another part of business activity, another branch, that is commerce. Commerce, Vanijya Vibhaga. All those commercial activities which are removing the difficulties in providing goods and services. That means one place goods will be produced, it will be transported, it will be sent to another site. So the activities, all those activities which will facilitate the smooth movement of goods and services from one place to another place, we call commerce. We call commerce. We see the meanings. See meanings. Here only we will get the features of commerce. Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating exchange of goods and services. Exchange of goods and services. So some places they will be produced. Uttara Pradesh they produce, or any other place they produce. It should be reached to our place. Commerce provides a smooth way for the movement of goods and services from one place to another place. So they facilitate the exchange of goods and services. ಸರಕು ಸಾಗಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒದಗಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So next one, commerce provides necessary link between producers and consumers. As I said, producers will be there in one place, consumers will be there in another place. Sometimes the goods what we need, the producers will be there in other country. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತರಬೇಕು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್. Next we see all activities involving the removal of hindrances in the process of exchange. When a process starts, there will be difficulties. Hindrance means difficulty. ಒಂದು ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಅಡೆತಡೆಗಳಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಅಡೆತಡೆಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾರು ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಂಡ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಿಂಡ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್. All these hindrances will be removed by commerce. Let us see what are the different hindrances. See there, the activities removing the hindrance of persons. ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು? ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಮನೆ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆವು. ಈಗ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಕಾಮರ್ಸಿನ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್. Trade solves the problem of persons. Like that only place ಇದೆ. ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿಗಳು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿನ ಹಿಂಡ್ರೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೈನಿ ಸೀಸನ್. ಆಗೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು. ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್. ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೋಡೌನ್ಗಳು. ರಿಸ್ಕ್, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಸ್ಕ್, ಫುಲ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸ್ಕಿ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಅವರ್ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಟು ದ one of the commercial activity, that is insurance company. Insurance company will take our risk. What we have to do? We do small premium amount if you pay enough. Like that only finance. Banks are there. Finance companies are there. They also provide us loan. Finance andre business ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಲೋನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅವರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್. ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ಒಂದು ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೀಸ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲೇಸನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟು, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್, ರಿಸ್ಕನ್ನು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗಳು, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗಳು ಅವರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಮರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಲಿತೇವೆ? ಟ್ರೇಡನ್ನು ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೀಸ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪೂರಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು, ಟ್ರೇಡಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು. ನಾವು ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ one more development in our country at present. So I told commerce mainly, one side we see trade, another side all those services. Before seeing those activities, we see another strong support for our commerce activities. We should remember the government which is providing so many schemes for the development of all these activities. The initiation taken by the government of India to boost our business activities, that is Make in India. One side it gives opportunity for the youngsters to get job. Another side it creates income for the country, and also they have given importance for the 25 sectors of the Indian economy. Especially just to see, there are 25 important sectors where it was benefited because of this initiative, right from automobile industry, biotechnology, aviation, thermal power, then electrical machinery, then leather, oil, gas, then railways, tourism, hospitality, port and shipping, road and highways, chemicals, then wellness, textiles and garments. Like this, 25 sectors have been given importance under this scheme. So, before seeing the classification of commerce, we should remember the contribution of different schemes like Make in India, Digital India, Skill India, or the present Atmanirbhara Bharata. The concept of Make in India is make in India, produce in India, whereas the present scheme Atmanirbhara Bharata, there our object is made in India, prepare in India, manufacture in India, global, local to global. Now let us study about the main branches of commerce. See here, commerce is divided into two parts. One side trade, another side auxiliaries to trade. Trade andre vyapara, auxiliaries to trade andre ವ್ಯಾಪಾರದ ಪೂರಕ ಅಂಗಗಳು, ಪೂರಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು. ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಖಾಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ನಡೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕು. ಲೋನ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸಾಗಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ರಿಸ್ಕನ್ನು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಪೋಸ್ಟಲು, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನು, ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲೇಸ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ. ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್? ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್. buying and selling of goods and services is termed as trade. So here mainly it may be related to home trade or foreign trade. Totally buying and selling. There should be buying and selling of economic goods, valuable goods. So for economic activity, if you use this one, we call trade. And what is the objective of making trade? To provide goods and services for the people, thereby collecting profit. Now you see trade. We will see one by one. First we will finish trade, then we go to the auxiliaries to trade. Under trade, we see two main categories. One is internal, another one is external. Internal trade. First we see internal trade. Internal trade andre ಆಂತರಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ. ಆಂತರಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ನಾವು ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೋಮ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಹೋಮ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 2 marks ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ internal trade, or give the meaning of internal trade, or what do you mean by internal trade. For 2 marks you should write this much. So what is internal trade? A trade concerned with buying and selling of goods and services within the geographical boundaries of a country. ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕ ಅವುಗಳ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಡೆಯುವುದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್, ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗುವಂತಹ, ಒಳಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೇಶದ ಒಳಗೆ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Another one is internal trade. We see external trade later. Internal trade is divided into again 2 types. External trade is divided into 2 types. One is large scale buying, another one is small scale buying. Large scale buying means they directly buy from manufacturers and they store it in their godown or warehousing and they sell to retailers. We call them as wholesale trade. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವಿಭಾಗ. ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಟೇಲರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ಎನದರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್? ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ large quantities and sold to retailers. Here you see a form of trade in which goods are purchased and stored. From whom they are purchasing? ಯಾರಿಂದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? They are purchasing directly from the manufacturers. They cannot do retail business. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಇದು ಸಗಟು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೊಂದು ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ರಿಟೇಲರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ retailers. Producers and retailers will be linked by wholesalers. It is large quantity, they store in their warehousing or go down and they sell to retailers. The retailers are the second type. Retailers are the second type. Retail trade, a form of trade in which goods are purchased and sold in comparatively smaller quantities for final consumption. Remember this word, final consumption. They are buying from the wholesalers and selling to the customers directly. Final consumption means they consume it, they don't resell. Retailers, they resell. They buy from, they take from wholesalers in large quantity and they will sell to final consumption or final consumers or the ultimate consumers we call. ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಮಾರ್ತಾರೆ. ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಮಾರುವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲರಿಂದ ತಂದು ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್. ಇನ್ internal trade we see wholesale and retail. In trade another part is there, that is external or foreign trade. So remember like that only, for that reason only I told, remember in the form of tree. Tree formally ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ it is easy. It is easy. So now internal or foreign trade consists of the exchange of goods and services between persons or organizations operating in 2 or more countries. So it is not within the geographical boundaries, it is outside the geographical boundaries. So it crosses the boundaries of a country. So goods and services will go out of the country through persons or organizations operating in 2 or more countries. So that is external trade. ಅಥವಾ ವಿದೇಶಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ವಿದೇಶಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ. We have another name, foreign trade. Foreign trade. In foreign trade there are 3 types. Internal trade ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವಿಧ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಟೇಲ್. Now external trade 3 types are there. One is importing, ಆಮದು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. Another one is exporting, ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. Another one is there, third one, you might not have heard about that, that is entry pot. Entry pot trade, that means importing for the sake of exporting. Importing for the sake of exporting. We will see one by one. See here, import trade of what is ಆಮದು. ಆಮದು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಆಮದು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. See here, form of external trade where goods are purchased from another country. They are purchasing from another country. So that is import. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ನಾವು ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. That is import trade. But generally we prefer export trade than import trade. Next one is export trade. The selling of goods and services from the home country to a foreign country or foreign nation. This is income generating. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವಿಸನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ export trade. After liberalization, privatization and globalization, we started many schemes so that to improve our export trade. But we should maintain the quality, because when it is exported to other country, it doesn't go in the firm's name, it goes firms and country's name. ದೇಶದ ಹೆಸರು ಹಾಳಾಗಬಾರ್ದು. Third category is entry pot trade. Remember entry pot, ENTREPOT. That means goods are imported, stored or traded to export again. Goods are imported from other countries and stored or traded to export again. So importing for the sake of export. Remember like that. Importing for the sake of exporting we call entry pot trade. So these are the 3 important types of external trade. ಆಮದಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರಫ್ತಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರಫ್ತಿಗಾಗಿ ಆಮದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಆಮದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Now we see another part of commerce. One side we have seen trade. Trade is divided into 2 parts. One is internal, another one is external. Internal is divided into wholesale and retail. External is divided into import, export and entry pot. Now another big branch is there, that is auxiliaries to trade. All those activities required to facilitate the purchase and sale of goods are called services or auxiliaries or support services of trade. Support services of trade. See here, you can see warehousing is there, transport is there, insurance is there, banking and finance is there, advertising is there, then communication is there. These are the main branches of auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries to trade. I told products may be there in one place. For all these, I will give one example. Remember that. One example I will give you. You can write the example and understand or write in exam also. Remember, we need petrol. We need petrol for our vehicles. When we go to the petrol pump, there we get petrol. If you take the example of petrol, all these services are involved. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೂಡ, ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲೇಸ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೇಡಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವಿಟ್ಲ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪಂಪ್, storage is not there, means stock is not there. Stock is not there. So what they do? The manager of the petrol pump, he will call directly to the company which is providing oil to or petrol to Vitla. When he calls them or sends email, that is called as communication. Adanna communication anta kariteve. You see, for the marketing, to sell or to have more and more profit dealings, to solve the competitions, what they do? They give advertisement about that, about the petrol pump. That comes advertisement. Then you see, if they want money, so every time they cannot have money with them, or they may have online payments. For that they need banking. Insurance, very important part for petroleum products is ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು? ಅದು ಬಹಳ ರಿಸ್ಕಿ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮೊತ್ತದ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸಿನ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೇಫ್. ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪಂಪ್, ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಪೇಯ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ be borne by the insurance company. Sometimes the premium also like that only. If nothing happens to your petrol pump, the premium what you have paid, it will be gone. Next you see transport. We cannot bring directly from there without the help of transport facilities. So we need transport. Then you see warehousing. They have to store it. We cannot store in plastic covers. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಬೈ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ oil or petroleum, we can use all these resources, all these services. That means these services are very important for the smooth functioning of trade or buying and selling of goods and services. Now you see one by one, transport and communication. Transport and communication. You see different types of transport will come, that we will see in our next classes. Transport. So it may be land or water or airways. So these 3-4 also used for transporting goods from one place to another place. Like that only postal and telegram or email. Now so many communications are there, all will come under this. What I have to do? You should write one sentence and you should write all these forms. And also we can say that example, for example, we are producing coffee, tea in our Karnataka. That should be transported to other states or even other countries. That time we need finance, we need all others. Mainly we need transport and communication. Transport for transporting, communication for informing or sending messages. So next one is banking and finance. Another important sector, service sector, that is banking and finance. They provide loans in advance. They open current account and they give bank some certain facilities like bank OD or check facility or advance facility they provide. ATM facility also. So like that, second one is banking and finance. Next one is insurance. I said insurance is very important for the business organizations, because business itself is risky. We have to transfer our risk to the insurance companies. Insurance companies, simply they don't take our risk. We have to pay a certain amount of fixed installment, that is premium. If you pay that, they will take our risk and they provide security for our goods. So that is insurance. Next one is warehousing. You see there are warehousing. All these warehousings are paid. Some of the companies, they are maintaining their own warehousing. The thing is, they should provide security, safety for the products of others. For a fees, they collect charges for that. So like this, they maintain warehouse. Storage facility will be given by warehousing. Like that only advertising. The leading service now. Leading service, it provides support service for all the trading activities. Trading activities. As we have seen the cricket match, which is sponsored by big companies, multinational companies. No spectators are there to see. Even then, they are sponsoring because so many companies will come forward to give advertisement so that they want to grab more and more income. So here it provides employment also. Newspaper is also running due to this one. Medias also are based on advertising. So many people are getting employment. Like that, this is also one of the services. So likewise, remember transport and communication, banking and finance, then insurance company, like that only warehousing companies, like that only advertising companies, and so many other service sectors are coming up. For all these, even our schemes like Make in India are supporting. Skill India is supporting. Digital India is supporting. And we hope some more schemes will come, and also this commerce sector will become very strong so that we will get more and more income to our country, more and more job opportunity for our people so that we can have developed economy. Our country is still developing. So likewise, remember all these things. And what I will do for you, one work I will give you, homework. Already I gave homework last week, that is on Saturday. Hope you have completed it or try to complete. Some boys already they had doubts about writing that. You write in your notebook. Some boys already maintain 200-page notebook for point book. So you divide it to two parts. One side you can write points, another side you can write question answer. And if you are maintaining separately 100 pages, one book for point, another book for question answer. There are no strict rules regarding this, but you should write. For 8 marks question, I have given a model answer in my last question paper, that is homeworks. You need not write the same thing, just you copy it. If you cannot write by your own, then what I have to do, see that, observe that, and see how to write answer for 8 marks question. A brief introduction should be there and a brief conclusion should be there for 8 marks question. Minimum 1 page you write now. Within 3 months or within some months of practice, you will be able to write 2 pages. Remember that, it's very easy. Like that only for 4 marks, 1 page you should write. Now you can write half page. Then for 2 marks, 2 sentences. Then 1 mark, 1 word or 1 sentence. Now finally one work I will give you. I have showed you how to do business tree, and there I have shown you the different types of business activities through branches and sub branches. All these activities you should draw in a chart. Chart means like this. First you write business activities. 2 sides you write, one side industry, another side commerce. Under commerce and under industry, what are there? Write one after another with the box. Try to do that. And in my next class on Wednesday, I will show one chart. Then you can compare yourselves. Because if you do in chart, you can remember it. Now only you may remember, because so many types are there, you can remember. If you start from industry and commerce, I hope you can remember it. And we are studying all these things where we can get opportunity. ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ call me, no problem, don't worry. When you call, if I am not available, I will call you back. So be good, do good and see good. Always be happy, make all happy. So more we will see in our next class. Thank you. Sai Ram.